Greetings Internet, welcome back to Final Fantasy 15. If you guys remember, we beat the Behemoth last time and made sure the Chocobos can now officially be rented, although, again, this is New Game Plus, so I did already have that ability. So, our next port of destination is Stalin. I thought I was going to quickly go over a few things for those who don't really know the game well, and obviously this is New Game Plus, so you're not going to see me develop or anything as I go along. As you've noticed, as we drive around, because of the amount of abilities, you get experience which can only be claimed when you rest overnight. It never happens after a battle, it just sort of stores up and stores up until you take that rest either at a hotel, a caravan, or if you camp out. That's how you level up. But the other thing is, you also collect AP, which leads you to the Ascension. Oh, actually I have enough to get one of the things I was after, which was Point Blank Warp Strike, because obviously I was looking at this like briefly, but I never really went over it. So basically you earn AP to unlock all these abilities. So there's several sections. This is combat, as you can see at the top, and it's just basically all the different things for Noctis to do, like boost Warp Strike damage. There's ones for, like, you know, you do more damage, you get reduced MP. So it's basically all these Warp Strikes and stuff like that. Most of these I don't use. I think the best one you can get really is this one, Air Slick, and then it's upgrade Air Slick 2, so Air Stride, and then the last one, which is Air Dance, which just lets you continue to attack enemies while in the air, which is really good for the big enemies, especially if you're fighting demons when it's night time. Like the Iron Giant is great for, because you can kind of sort of dance around them and they can't get a hit on you at all. But these are my opinions. Obviously everyone has their own ideas of what works and that. This is teamwork. Now you've seen me call upon Gladios to do his thing, which I can't remember what I've given him at the moment. But these are basically all the abilities that they can do for you. I think Ignis has got Analyze, yeah. So you'll probably see, like, sometimes on the side of the screen it'll say like Ignis Analyze. It just helps you find like weaknesses and stuff in enemies, and they all have their own little perks. I've not really delved much into it because, to be fair, you don't really need them. You're playing as Noctis, and as long as he's strong enough, you're pretty much okay. Your stats, these are things that like boost your health, boost your strength, give you more accessory slots for each character. You can have up to 3, but like 3 is like triple 3 for each of them, so you've got to do that 4 times. So I've just got up to 2 for now, to make sure that they can all have 2 pieces of equipment. Let's do your strength level there, spirit. So this is basically that gives you some extra boosts. And don't worry if you've leveled up and you've not done this, because this actually, as you can see, there's increased HP of each party member by twice the number of levels gained. So it always works off what level you are, so you're going to get a healthy boost no matter what. Exploration is the one I recommend doing first, because it basically gives you AP for just doing stuff in the world, like you're camping there, fishing, and what else we got? Oh yeah, that just makes sure the boost you get from eating at camp lasts longer. AP for riding a chocobo, AP for in the car. So these are just like best ways to get nice and easy AP, help you level up quicker early on. I do recommend highly trying to get as many of these as you can early on. Wait mode, I don't use. This is basically like, it's basically like turning into the old Final Fantasy where you stop before you make your next move. I don't think the combat system works well for this in this game. Although I prefer the old battle system, it doesn't work with this. So I haven't done anything in this because I haven't used wait mode. But if you want to look into it, please feel free, and please let me know if it works for you. The Omega, that's like the limit break thing you've seen me do, where all the like ghostly looking weapons appear around me and I just slam at enemies with it. And it's quite powerful as it is, so I've not really leveled it up much, but I'm probably going to start looking at it now. I've got all 13 and we're on New Game Plus, so these are probably the next things I start upgrading. Magic, again, I don't really use magic in this game. It's not needed. If you look online, there's a few tutorials on how to get some bonus XP from using magic by equipping it with certain items. It's very good for quick leveling, but overall I don't think you're going to need it. But again, if you want to be a magic caster, feel free to play around with that. Recovery, again, you really do get health back nice easy, and there's loads of items within the world, you don't really need to look into it. But I've done that increased HP recovery rate, just the little things, because I've not, again, needed much of this. But if you find yourself struggling, it could be something to look at to help you heal up quicker. The last one are the techniques. Now these are the actual abilities you have to equip to your teammates. Again, especially with like same thing, it's Gladio, who's pretty much just got brilliant strength. So every time with his, he does multiple 9,999 damage hits. You can have the break limit damage, but for 999 AP, not really worth delving too much into for that. But yeah, I've got these few because I found once I got to Impulse, I didn't really need much else. Royal Guard was pretty crap. And also, once you've unlocked these, because this is like the last section, when you equip them, they actually have their own leveling system for being used. It's under gear. I'll just quickly, let's go to Gladio. And there you go, right at the top. These are his techniques. And so you can see, if once it's got the crown next to it, that means it's been fully leveled. And they all have different amounts, like obviously some like level 8, level 9, 5, 2, it just depends. I'm working on Ignis with his enchantment, which is the one where he puts the element onto your weapon, which is weakest to the enemy you're fighting. Comes in useful for longer battles. And Snapshot, it's just basically Prompto taking a picture. I'm literally just leveling this up for the fact that I want to. My personal favourite with Ignis though is Overwhelm, where it basically summons all your team together and they just pound on an enemy. And I think that's one of the best things, because what do these things do when you use these techniques? The people involved in the technique become immune to like battle damage for a few seconds or the duration of the ability. This uses all 4 team members, so all 4 team members all of a sudden become invincible for a few seconds. So it's worth using in my opinion. But because I'm leveling everything up, that's why he hasn't got it at the moment. But yeah, that was just a briefing on the Ascension for those who may be interested in actually, you know, playing this game on their own time. And again, I recommend if you do want to play this on your own time, don't watch the whole series because you're going to spoil some of the big story points. Although, to be fair, the story is a bit of a mess at points. I will be honest on that front.
Everything in order.
As great as this game is, there's a lot of things left undone, unsaid. I'm sure it's going to be answered in DLC, but at the moment we've only really got one we can look into, and that's Gladios.
This is no weather for camping. How about we try a hotel instead?
No, we're going to keep going. We've got the lights to stop the enemies spawning. Plus we're strong enough to beat them if we need to.
No time to stop. We keep moving.
Seriously? When will it end?
Stop moaning, Prompto. We're fine. So if you stuck with me for all that long rambling, well, thank you. And I hope it's been helpful to you.
The sun's gone down. Now might be a good time to consider where we'll set down for the night.
No objections here.
We're going to keep going. Because you do actually unlock something with the car, which changes the lights, which basically means enemies, like the demon enemies, won't spawn in front of you. The night is dark and full of demons. The roads are very dangerous. Yeah, only when you haven't got these lights. So, luckily we're safe. And again, anything that's going to spawn, we can easily wipe the floor with. So I'm not going to worry. But yeah, once we get some more combat heavy areas, I'll try and go through some of the abilities more. What's that noise? Something's making noise and I don't know what it is. Always looks cool. You'll get very annoyed early on playing this when you try and drive at night because it literally forces you and makes you feel bad for driving at night. There comes a certain point in the game where it turns around, it's like, alright, you're pretty much strong enough now, do what you want. But early on, it can get quite tedious, especially when you just want to get onto the next part. And later on as well, some of the hunts have to be done at night, and a couple have to be done in certain weather conditions. And that can be quite a nightmare, because obviously you don't control the weather. And when you've got enemies that only come out when it's raining, you can guarantee that for the next few days, it isn't going to rain. Trust me, it's very tedious trying to finish them off. But I persevered and did every hunt. have to probably go on one of my old save files if I ever want to show you some of the hunts that are harder, because
Pretty cool seeing
I've
the
pretty much
media
unlocked
for
them all there.
ourselves.
Because
Yeah,
you can only do
it was
certain
on
hunts
fire.
once you've done other
Surprised
hunts, so
Titan's
it's
hands don't burn up.
quite annoying.
Wait, I thought that was just a fairy tale.
Tales of the Six fighting alongside Lucian kings date back to the Age of Gods.
For real?
For real.
And yet somehow I find it hard to believe.
Not all kings are created equal.
Yeah, laugh it up.
Yeah, the thing we were just driving very close to now they decide to talk about. As you heard, they mentioned Titan holding it up, but we'll
It's
find
like
more
we're
about that
warping
later.
to another dimension.
Wonder where we'll end up.
Well, we're going to end up in Lestalem because that's our destination. At least I hope we will. Otherwise something's gone very wrong.
Wow.
Nice.
This place is pretty big.
Haven't enjoyed the city life in a while.
They've even got a cable car.
I'd like to see where it leads.
And you never really do. There's a side mission that lets you go and find out why they're not working at one point, but you never ride them.
It's getting hot out here.
Just need to pull in somewhere cool.
Yeah.
Any chance sleeping in a nice room tonight?
Yes, I'm certain we can secure suitable accommodations nearby.
Well, the story mission will take us there and it'll be fine.
They've got cup noodles outside the city. All right.
Might be worth investing in a few servings in the event our pantry runs bare.
I'll
Yes.
put it on the list.
Gladio is obsessed with these cup noodles. But I'll actually show you the brief part of the side mission. I'm not going to do the full thing, but I'll show you like his obsession for it. It's
One
weird.
hell of a crowd.
Oh, this must be the main thoroughfare.
She's at the Laville. Let's go.
Alright, Gladio, we're going. Calm down. Actually, there's loads of shops and stuff here. And I think there's 2 or 3 different locations where you get hunts from, so it's quite tedious to find them all. And one of the worst hunts I had to do was brought from this town. It was like a samurai that was like level 120. Oh my god, it kicked my
Whoa.
backside in
Did you
big
feel
time.
that?
You mean the earthquake?
What's wrong?
My head just started throbbing.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
So things start to get a bit weird. What could possibly be going on?
Gladdy!
Iris.
Look at you guys holding your own out there.
What can I say? You look good.
Well, we don't look
All
it.
things
We're a bit
considered.
dusty.
You guys are staying here, right?
That's the plan.
When you have time, we have catching up to do.
And the longer you don't rest, the more tatty the clothes get. It's quite quick. I think I went like nearly 4 days or something without rest because I was like grinding out some extra XP. And my god, did my characters look a mess by the end of it.
Jared and Talcott, is it good to see you?
Prince Noctis! Iris is safe with me.
Please excuse my grandson. He has yet to learn his manners.
I like it.
Your Highness is very kind. But we shan't impose.
A very good night to you, Your Highness.
I do love how humble Noctis can be. Then again, he's only like a young prince.
So, Iris, what was it like inside the Crown City?
Not pretty. The Citadel took a beating. But a lot of outlying neighborhoods made it through in one piece.
The Empire had tactical targets in mind.
You know, if there's anything else, you can ask me.
Yeah, thanks.
There is a pass between Ignis and Noctis, but you need to watch the anime Brotherhood
What?
for that.
So, about Lady Lunafreya. I keep hearing she was in town. Apparently she left right away. But at least it means she's okay.
Good to hear. Thanks.
Yeah, well, get a good night's rest.
You know, let's start with how... You've probably seen this a few times. As you go through chapters, it forces this on you. Yeah, this is like your experience, like collection. So when you finish, all the experience adds up. I'll just jump on here. Obviously, I'm level 99. The cap's been raised to 120, but yeah, I'm not going to probably see that for most of this. You will get a bit of AP for leveling up, but most of the AP is earned from those Ascension perks. Again, if you've done any fishing or anything, this is where it level up. Gladios is literally will just level up on its own, so will Promptos, but Ignis you need to be cooking various different meals at camp. Obviously not just a fish. I was grinding that out, which is how I've got level 9. Because they're like the last 2 achievements I need now. I love that picture. I have some of these pictures saved because some of the pictures are just like standard story pictures. Of course, I've saved them. Or as you can see in the top right corner there, there's 142 of 200. You can save up to 200 pictures basically. You also do get the ability to take your own pictures, and there are also like little side spots where you can take pictures. You have to be there in the day.
Sleepyhead.
Morning. Where is everyone?
Oh, they're out walking with Talcott. They went to see the sights. We should too.
Yeah, why not? I already know the area, but gotta be
Sure.
nice.
Why not?
Great. I'll show you around.
I love
It
how
seems
Noct
your
is pretty
patience
much
was rewarded.
pretty much
Enjoy
sleeps
your
like
walk,
me.
and please take care.
He basically just doesn't like getting up, which you learn more when you're
For our
doing
first stop, we'll
camping.
check out the marketplace. Follow me, right this way.
I also advise if you play this on your own, make sure you go to most of the campsites because you'll find like bonus little bits of story and stuff happening. Like for example, there's one like near a lake where there's a massive fish to catch, and
It's
Noct
even
and
more
Gladio will try it.
beautiful out here at night.
And there's one, I think, as well, also a Gladio, which is on the beach, and he challenges you to go for a run. But the nice little like extra story bits, you know, showing the camaraderie between all the characters.
This is the Partellum Market. You can get almost anything here. Isn't it great? I'd buy out the whole place if I could.
That's interested. Be nice.
All these shops seem right up your alley.
You know me so well.
Come on. It's your friend's sister. Be nice. If you went for her, Gladio would probably still hate you.
Wow. Look at all this neat stuff. I'm gonna take a look. Give me just a sec. Done. Next, we're gonna see the power plant.
Well, let's go. Come on, Eris. That's the one thing this game did get right. It really did like bring the idea of brotherhood between the 4 main protagonists together, and like that part of the story is done well. It's just other bits of it just get left unanswered. And it's an item. Yep, nice. And it does leave you feeling like, well, what happened here kind of thing. And I'm just hoping they answer that in DLC, because otherwise it feels like all the time they took to make this game was for naught overall. So, an exceptionally fun game, lots to do. Like I said, I'm over 8 hours into it at this point, but there are just certain
That's
things
the power plant,
I'd like to know
the
more of.
driving force behind Lestalum's prosperity. But get this, only women work there. As a matter of fact, women are the ones who do all the work in this town.
Girl power, go for it.
Sounds like your kind of place. I can see you doing well here.
I think so too. It's so different from home. I was surprised at first, but I like it. All right. Next, we're going to the Outlook.
Oh, I was pressing A to get rid of that, and it made me jump instead because it disappeared. Which way do you want to go, Eris? Let's go this way. Yeah, when I first came here, I spent so much time lost, it was untrue. I was finding dead ends and everything. It was a nightmare.
I'm a city girl, but I dig the rustic charm.
Huh?
Although this is nothing compared to one of the towns we get to like later on. Obviously we'll cross that bridge when we get there. One thing I don't get is why they made a point of having like the power plants like managed only by women.
You would totally
It
love
just
the
seemed a
drinks
bit
in this
odd
place.
in the plot line just to throw that in. Maybe it's because when the game was like due for release, they said it was like very male centric because of the 4 main protagonists being men. They wanted to try and show that.
Imagine taking one for a
we do care about
spin.
women as well.
Oh, yeah.
It just seemed a bit off in the story just to point that out. Women can do what men can do anyway if they want to. It's fine. Just seemed an odd plot point in the game.
Pegler Outlook. Amazing view, right?
That's
Look.
actually quite cool.
There's the meteor. You know, Noct, this almost feels like a date.
Oh, hey, you do know that I'm getting married. Yeah, let's just make light of the subject. We don't want to shoot it down, but we are due to get married.
If it were, your brother would kick my ass.
Yeah, that's true,
Oh,
actually.
better keep it quiet then. And besides, you already have Lady Luna Freya.
Well, everybody wants a bit of the
The
prince.
others are probably back at the hotel by now.
Yay, free
Let's
AP.
join them.
There's a sheer cliff drop there. The only thing when you do get the car that can fly, you can't actually go over cliffs like that. You still got to technically follow the mainland. I always found that weird. Then again, I only used it once and I found it near impossible to control, then just crashed it. So, yeah, it didn't quite go as planned. Ah well. Just know, if you ever get a flying car, don't put me at the wheel. That's pretty much what we learned there.
The breeze feels so good. Let's see if the others are back.
I'm sure they are by now.
Haven't had fun like this since we were kids. Thanks, Noct.
No sweat. I had fun too.
You did? I'm so happy to hear that.
I like her, she's just
Anyway,
generally sweet.
The thing I bought today, it's for you. But it's a surprise, so you're gonna have to wait.
Not really, because I'm pretty sure I've already got it in my inventory because this is New Game Plus, but you know.
Hey, look who's back. Talcott, go on and tell him what you told me.
You got it.
Oh, come now, show some respect.
Whoa, no need to respect me. I'm not royalty.
So, there's this legend about a sword, and the sword's supposed to be behind a waterfall nearby.
It may well be one of the lost tombs.
Check it out.
Sure. Thanks for the tip, Talcott.
You are welcome.
Well, the question mark's starting to pop up on my map. Do you want to try this mission? Do you want to try this mission? Item. Ah, stop it. Base silver piece. I think most of these items I use, like, again, to combine with magic to get experience. And if anyone really wants me to, I will, you know, show a few brief bits on how to get the experience boost, but right now, so we'll just focus on the story. I'm trying to throw in the odd bit of information about how to play the game as we go along.
Folk here are real friendly.
Yeah, everybody greets you. Takes some getting used to.
I'm not gonna lie.
You draw more attention here.
When
than
I
you do at
first
all.
streamed this, I was like lost most of the time. I felt out of place. The controls were very strange. I mean, the demo felt a lot like Kingdom Hearts when I played it, but it is a lot more in-depth and different than that. And it took me a while to really figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. But that's why I'm trying to, as I go along, explain like the Ascension, and once we get to a more combat heavy area I will go through all the combat systems, how to use items, you know, stuff like that. And when the time comes, we'll go through the summons. Because my god, they look impressive. Unlike in previous Final Fantasies, you don't actually have full control of summons, you just have to meet the right criteria and then it'll give you the option to summon them. And although I've played the demo, I never actually seen Carbuncle yet, but then I've never really been defeated enough to have Carbuncle appear. That's the thing with easy mode on this game, like when your health pretty much drops to 0, Carbuncle will just come and save you, and there's only a couple of times in the game that he won't. So it basically becomes impossible to lose overall. But I only found that out because I was looking up like why I've not seen Carbuncle yet. So apparently on the normal difficulty, which I play on all the time here, because there isn't a hard difficulty, I don't think. Yeah, Carbuncle will only come rare. It'll be a rare occurrence that if all your party members are down, he might show up once in a while. Usually by then I've used a Phoenix down or a few elixirs and just healed up and not worried about it. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Play the music. Why are you going to 11:05? What have we got? Let's go through. Nice driving music. Even though we're pretty much here.
See that you buy no more than we need.
Sheesh. You my mother or something?
Mum's the word.
I always love like how Ignis is the responsible one of the group. If I remember correctly, there's like a little path or something we can go down. Yeah, there it is, just outside the city. Well, the little safe zone. If I remember correctly, we just follow that round. Let's have a look at the map here. Yeah, because we go down under the road.
So when the ground shakes, your brain aches?
Yeah.
Sort of seismic shock to the system. Curious.
It is what it is. If I remember correctly as well, this is the first time like my jaw genuinely dropped at something. I'm sure there's a really powerful enemy at the bottom of it. You don't have to fight it. Oh, high potion, don't need it. Yeah, there are like certain enemies like very early on.
Man, that hurts.
Does it tell you what level to be at? Yeah, at this point it recommends you being around level 19.
Another headache.
This is not normal.
And then there's this enemy just here. That is just basically the Midgard-Zolan from Final Fantasy VII. And it's level 54. I'll say I'm going to introduce you to the Armiga, which you've seen before. If you see there that blue bar on my bottom left, once that's full, I can activate it. I hold in these, lock on, and then just mash the B button. And you just pound the hell out of it using the weapons. Always fun. I think it's you give me that. Myself a bit stronger. Oh, don't go on the ground. Come on, back up, please. There we go. Boom.
You rang?
That's a warp strike. You need to lock on with the right bumper, or R1 if you're playing PlayStation. and then just hit Y, and that'll launch you at the enemy. And mashing B is just a genuine attack. Items, you press right trigger or R2, that'll bring your items up for healing. Camera, which you don't need. The Moogle plushie, which is the thing Iris was talking about. And then you got the whistles, but that's for outside of battle mostly. I don't really need any items just yet. You see that green bar? That's the technique bar. So as that fills, just hit that bumper. You can call upon it. It's even level 54. This isn't doing any damage to me really. There we go. Nice easy fight. And a nice brief introduction into the combat system. So it's pretty much hold right bumper at all times to lock onto an enemy, Y to warp strike, B to beat the hell out of it.
Camp's not gonna cut it tonight.
And as you fight, that's what makes the blue Omega bar increase.
Time to show you what I can really do.
But I only had a guild for every time he said that.
Wow, this one's no joke.
Well, of course it is. See what we just beat?
Is on.
Knew you weren't completely useless. Yeah.
Gladios, finish him off for me. There you go. So Gladio is pretty much your lifesaver.
This sounds like you're having fun.
I love Prompto doing that, always amuses me. So this has been like a heavy, me trying to guide you into doing things kind of section. Oh, if you ever see that little yellow box with an arrow looking on it, that means there's a treasure nearby. There you go, little red dot on the floor, that's Mega Phoenix, absolutely brilliant. So you'll always find really useful items doing that, so always try and, especially early on, look for them out, go out your way and get them. I think we're running a bit long here, so we'll save up before we hit this dungeon up. I hope the information I've portrayed upon you has been useful. I know it's a lot to take in, but yeah, if there's any other little bits that you'd like me to try and cover, please feel free to leave a comment, and I will try and pick them up in a later episode for you to see. But we've covered Ascension, we've covered combat. It's not difficult, it's just tedious. But it's a lot of fun once you've mastered it. Like I said early on, because there is no video on this channel of me streaming the first time I played it. Yeah, even in the tutorial I got my ass handed to me, as it were. But as you can see, I've kind of got the grasp to it now. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully see you all again soon. Stay happy, people.